All right, folks. Episode 25. Welcome back. We had another week of games. Not our best picks. We also missed a week of picks in there, but we're just gonna do averages. Mr. Becker, how the hell are you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. It's been too long. Real
It
life
has.
comes at you fast, but we're here and we're here to be great. Shout out Gabriel Jacoby for the great tunes that he dropped on November 14th, past Friday. Gonna shout out now.
Front of the pod.
He will be.
We're getting him on the pod. We start doing a music section. Let's go.
Playlist of the day.
That-
Shaq's hot
honestly,
fire.
honestly, that could be special. Pod.
Yes,
Let's go.
I like it.
But yeah, it has been, I think it's been two NFL game weeks since we've recorded. We have a lot of new developments in the NFL. And to sort of go through them, I want to do a little thought experiment. Let's do an NFL panic meter. I'm going to name a few of the different sort of developments over the last couple weeks in the NFL. And I want you to give me, on a scale of 1 to 10, how worried you are about each of these.
Yeah, I can do that.
I can make that work. Let's start with the Kansas City Chiefs. Now sitting at 5-5, they lose to the Denver Broncos in a game that in past years this Chiefs team just wins. It's like one of those gross, low-scoring games where, they have a chance in the fourth quarter. One of those close one possession games that they were unbeatable in last year. How worried are we about this Chiefs team just not being able to pull games out late this year?
I'm a six because listen, I'm not a Bo. I've been the Bo Nix hater of the pod, of course, more so than you have been. His footwork looked decent in this game. It wasn't bad. I thought this was one of the better games I've seen from him.
Mhm.
Cowboys still the number one game I've seen from him, but in terms of magnitude of the game and just his how he passed the eye test for me, he was solid. For the Chiefs, it kind of feels like their devil magic's run out a little bit.
Yeah.
They're not winning these close games, and it's a return to the mean from last year. But I'm not willing to give up yet. I still think Mahomes has it in him. Still think this team has it in him. Still think Kelsey has spry legs. I think it's the best weapons group that they've had since 2022. So I'm not jumping off the ship yet, but it does make it a little bit concerning that they're not winning any of these tight games, it feels like right now.
Yeah, so you said you're at a 6.
Yeah.
I think that's fair, and I think the only reason I heard a lot of like super reactionary takes this week from people who are like, oh, like this team's done, like Mahomes looks awful, all this stuff. And I'm definitely not there, and I don't think you are either. The one thing is 5-5 with this schedule is an uphill battle, especially now that they're 4 games back in the division. Like that's a real hill that they're gonna have to climb. But yeah, man, I just still definitely believe in this offensive group. Like I think Mahomes is gonna play better. We've seen it, especially down the stretch, dude. Like you think this team isn't like sneaking in as a wild card somehow? Like I
Yeah.
literally heard people on pods this week saying like this team's not making the playoffs. Like they're counting like the odds on FanDuel and stuff, saying like Chiefs aren't getting in, all this shit. I'm like, I'm not there yet. I know this is the lowest point they've probably been in a regular season in a while, especially considering what the division looks like. Because they've never been, I don't know what the odds are, but they've probably never had this low of odds in their division since Mahomes has been the starter.
Definitely not. Definitely
Like,
not.
they have no shot to win the division crown, to me.
Yeah, I'm ready to concede that. I thought they would make the comeback on the Broncos prior
Same.
to this game. And I mean the Broncos continue to get it done, so I had to, pay my respect. I will probably have to tip the cap on that one, say that I was wrong, at least for the regular season wise. Still not sold on the Broncos as the playoff team.
Yeah.
But the Chiefs playoff odds is going to come down to, two games. Primarily, it's going to be that second game against the Chargers, and then they have the Texans still, correct?
Yeah, let me pull it up. I mean, and the thing is, wouldn't you, before this game, it felt like just a typical Chiefs overtake situation where it's like the Broncos have this sort of, they don't look great, but they're out to this lead in the division, and then there's the game that the Chiefs can steal a game and put the Broncos back a game. It felt inevitable that they would sort
Yeah.
of over start the process of overtaking them this week. which does concern me a little bit. But yeah, so the Chiefs have obviously this week's a huge one. They're at home at Arrowhead. They're playing the Colts. Then they go to Dallas, play the Cowboys. Then they had Texans, Chargers, Titans, Broncos again, and then Raiders to close it out. So there's some winnable games in there, but like you're chasing now. Like they have to win. It went from you could probably lose the Colts game to like now this is, dude, you can't go 5-6. Like
Yeah,
that's like
yeah.
really big.
Colts next week's definitely scary, but the Colts haven't looked great
No, we might
the
get
last couple of games. So I'm gonna go with the Chiefs in that one still. But in terms of teams that are close to them again, I think it's the Chargers game, it's the Texans game that's going to decide it for them.
yeah.
They need the Chargers game because they lose the tiebreaker to them, and then at best you're going to be 3-3 in division play at that if you lose the Chargers because you get swept by them and you already have the Broncos loss. That's going to be massive in terms of, the Chargers are going to be a team that's neck and neck with them. And the Chiefs are, a much more formidable playoff opponent at this point with just how banged up the Chargers line is and how, you know, different their offense looks week to week because of, Herbert getting pressure in his face. Not sure if Herbert's going to be able to make it through a full season at this point.
Yeah.
Um,
Banged up in this one too.
but yeah, I mean, you spoke about the inevitability, and it definitely felt like that just because, in my opinion, the Broncos were not good, at least
Yeah.
as an offense.
Yeah.
But they're figuring out ways to win ball games, and they kind of have the Eagles recipe right now. The best teams in the NFL right now, I feel like both of them, the Broncos and the Eagles, and other teams as well. You can say that their offense has been underwhelming for the vast majority of the season.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I do think, when we were discussing the Broncos before, I know we had brought up the defense, we knew it was legit. Do you think that this defense is actually just good enough to carry this team to like pseudo contention? Because I mean, at this point, like we spent every week throughout the season sort of saying, "Oh, this is gonna, the wheels are gonna fall off. This is not sustainable." Felt very, Darnold Vikings-esque.
What do you mean by contention?
I mean, I would say so the tier that we had the Colts in prior to them sort of starting to fall off. We had them as a contender. And we weren't I don't think we by any means were like all in on Daniel Jones, but we had that team as a contender just because we thought the infrastructure was that good. Is there any chance that this Broncos defense is just good enough to put them in that tier alone?
Contention, yeah. I think you have to be an all-time great defense though to propel this Broncos offense to be an actual Super Bowl winner. But contention, yeah. I mean, contention's just a term at the end of the day.
Right.
Like if you're
Yeah.
in it and you're, a wild card, higher seed or a divisional team, you're gonna be labeled as a contender. So
Let's
yeah.
let's put it this way. Could they win the AFC? Is there any world they win the AFC?
No, not in my book right now. No.
So who is your AFC champion right now? If you had to lock it in right now, gun to your head.
I don't have one, but I have multiple teams ahead of them. Like I'm going Bills, Ravens, Chiefs.
I was gonna say
Like
if
I'm
there's
gonna have
if
those
that
three ahead of them for
yeah, I
sure.
was gonna say if
So
that game happens again in the playoffs, and I guess the one thing would be it would be in Mile High, but
yeah, and that's true. Like give the Broncos this defense and home field advantage throughout the playoffs. I think both of those factors together could propel them to an AFC crowd
yeah,
because it's Mile High is just a kind of a different place to play, especially in the playoffs. I mean, it's a different atmosphere
right.
and elevation wise too. Like that's a hard place to play, but the AFC's crown is as far as I'm willing to go with those two things being true, like home field advantage throughout the playoffs and that defense.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to think like if they have two home games, I'm trying to in my head like picture who because the wild card picture in the AFC is really wonky right now. Because you kind of have this like zombie Texans team with Davis Mills who are kind of staying afloat. And then you have the Jags and the Chargers obviously holding up the 6 and 7 seeds at the moment. But I don't think anyone's super confident in those two. So it's like say the Broncos, I mean, they right now they would be the 1 seed in the AFC. Say they get the bye in the first round. they have home field throughout the AFC playoffs, and they play, I don't know. I mean, it could be the Steelers even, could be like the Ravens, and then you'd have to obviously then go and beat one of the Chiefs or the Bills. You'd imagine. It's not like inconceivable to me, but it would be very surprising. But to me, it's becoming more believable. Is that fair?
That is fair.
Yeah. I mean, it's still the as you said, the offense is a worry. And like to this moment we sit here like the Bo Nix thing is troubling to me still.
Yeah, and I would like them to have more of a semblance of a ground and pound game that I trust in the playoffs as well,
Yeah,
with its version of this offense. And without that, I find it hard to believe that they're going to be able to, win a playoff game where they have to score more than 21 points.
right.
Now, that's my main thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the formula is like they'd literally have to stifle a team to 15 points. Like that would have to be every game. Like that would
Yeah,
become
no, like 2015 Broncos-esque.
Yeah,
And I mean,
exactly.
but
Literally.
that's an all-time great defense there, and they had home field.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, we'll see. I do think also Dobbins going down, depending on like, I mean, there were reports that it could be season ending. So, depending on if he is able to ever come back this season, I don't know if that we should count on that given his history. But him going down is kind of a big deal. I like RJ Harvey. I think he's solid. He showed flashes in the receiving game, especially this week. But having both of them kind of did give them at least like a
A
sturdy.
thunder and lightning. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, like not a great running attack, but like it made sense. So that's kind of a big loss for them. And then yeah, the passing game has just sort of been non-existent. So yeah, I mean, I definitely come away much more confident in the Broncos, and like they've kind of shut us up a little bit in ways that like I think the Steelers, on the other hand, I think they've sort of confirmed a lot of our suspicions about them over the last few weeks. But but yeah, I mean for the Chiefs, this Colts Chiefs game is fucking massive, man. Like they need this one at Arrowhead, dude. Or or then I mean if they lose that game, I think next week we're sitting here going like the wheels really could fall off.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, but that remains to be seen. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah,
speak on it till it happens.
yeah, especially given what we saw from Danny Dimes last time out. I'm definitely not confident in that. But let's go to we already sort of touched on it a little bit. The Chargers lay an absolute egg against the Jags, who are becoming one of the more confusing teams in the NFL, the Jags. But obviously the offensive line is just brutal for LA right now, and Herbert gets banged up in this one, which it can't be surprising given what we've seen him have to sort of evade in that pocket. What's your concern level with this Chargers team right now?
I think I'm out. I think I'm out.
Completely.
Yeah, give me like an 8.5.
Yeah.
You just can't have eggs like this, man, against a Jaguars team. That is truly terrible, and I don't trust the product from week to week. Like you face an upper echelon team with this form of the Chargers right now. That I don't think they're winning more than 4 times out of 10, and four would be like the maximum. I'm just not confident in it at all. And their defense isn't particularly good right now either. It's just
No.
kind of a lost season with the injuries. Then I feel bad because I like their team fully healthy a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, ever since, I mean, even when, so you had Alt go down the first time, then you had Hampton go down, and then you kind of bring Alt back in a little bit, never really 100%, and then he goes down again. Becton's just been an injury nightmare. Yeah, I mean it's a huge concern, and I think you hit the nail on the head with the run defense too is not good, man. Like they got torched. Bashaw Tootin looked like a fucking all pro in this one, and ETN was getting busy too. Like this is another instance of like, I mean that game script should be manageable for the Chargers. Like Trevor Lawrence, we ad nauseum we've talked about. He's just not gonna play well. Like he was perfectly Trevor Lawrence in this one. He was like 14 of 20 for tud and a pick.
Yeah, but their 2 drives to start the second half were massive. I mean, the eight
Yeah.
clock. And Chargers down 14-6 to the half. That feels overcomable. Jaguars have a 6-minute drive and then like a 9-minute drive the next drive. And I mean, that's ball game right there.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so I mean, it's just to get like kind of suffocated the way they did. Like it would be one thing if they just played like kind of a gross game. Like even if Herbert goes out and like they lose a gross game like, 17-9, you'd be like, all right, whatever. The way that they just kind of laid down in this one is a big concern to me. And also this is a team that where like we need to see it from them. This is like the fourth iteration of this Herbert Chargers team where like you're kind of hoping at some point to see signs that they could make this like a playoff, at least game-winning team. Not even like we don't even need to get into like their ability to contend because that just hasn't been any part of the calculus for them. But yeah, man, like this really turned around fast. Like we were sitting here in the middle in the early parts of the season going like, oh, we can see it. Like this is a formula. Like Jesse Minter had the defense going. Like the offensive line, when healthy, was looking better. Herbert looked great. Like early on this season, Herbert was looking as good as he's ever looked. And yeah, man, I'm with you. I put it like a nine, dude, like an eight or a nine. Even though they're 7-4 and would still be a playoff team, like, like
Yeah, they have the dream start to the season 3-0 against all divisional opponents, 4-4 since then. Their losses all have been like ugly as hell.
yeah, yeah. I can't believe the way that this AFC West has like turned out. Like I know that we in the offseason we talked about could the Chargers, could the Broncos surpass the Chiefs?
I mean, I picked the Raiders to be a playoff team, so I
Yeah,
mean,
but
funny
you also
stuff.
you funniest preseason prediction. You had the Colts in the playoffs until you found out that Daniel Jones was starting.
Uh,
You you had them in because of A Rich.
Never wrong, just early. We'll
Exactly.
see.
Exactly, special. But I mean, yeah, like never wrong, just early. This wasn't in my list of panic meter, but I'm gonna bring it up anyways because I just want to talk about it. Number nine, alter ego.
Thank God. I was thinking the same thing. I was wondering why it
All,
wasn't
I
on the list.
mean, dude,
Yeah, he's a nine for sure. Holy
dude,
shit. He's bad.
dude, before that last drive, he had like 70 yards and two picks. Like he had like a like a terrible like that was like Nathan Peterman comes in for like a half game.
Yeah,
Like that
JJ
was
Doherty.
yeah, dude, JJ Doherty. JJ Gabbert. Yeah, I mean, I, dude, I was a JJ believer. I'm on record too many times on this pod saying that I thought that he could at least be like a service.
Special.
Hey, I didn't say special. I might have, dude. Fuck. The Michigan bias was probably coming in strong.
Hey, he's especially bad. I mean, it's really just he's becoming a reclamation project before our very eyes, and he's just
I
started his
saw,
like fifth game.
I saw a tweet that said the Vikings should cut JJ McCarthy and then pick him up so KOC can have a reclamation project quarterback again.
I didn't even see that. Yeah, reclamation. I came up with that on my own merit,
Let's go.
but yeah, he's a bad football player, man. How many good quarters of football have we seen from him? Like two? First quarter of the Lions game, and then last quarter of the Bears game, week one.
Yeah, the second half of the Bears game. Yeah, yeah, not good. And also, like, that's a game that the Vikings like could have won. And had he just played, mediocre slash kind of bad, they probably would have won. Like
Yeah.
that took a last second Cairo Santos and a 50-yard kickoff return to win that for the Bears. Like in the
Yeah,
division.
I mean their panic meter for me is the Bears is still a 7.5. I'd be panicking if I were them. They should not be celebrating this at all right now. Yeah, you're the worst 7-3 football team I've seen in my lifetime. I know I say it every week.
I
There's
was
one
gonna say
football
we have a
team I
long
just point
list.
out. There's so many bad football teams right now that are good, and the Bears might be at the top of the fucking totem pole right now. They're so unimpressive to me. And yeah, there's not much more for me to say. They're 7-1 in their last 8 games, and I haven't been impressed one time.
Yeah. NFC
Sorry,
NFC North
call me
winner.
a hater.
Bears. Oh, I'm a hater full time. I mean, dude, so the Bears' schedule is about to get a lot harder, and I think we're gonna find out who they are. Because I mean, they literally, I can't believe some of the games that they've won this season. Like it's just. you go through it, and honestly, it's like the exact, and maybe it's just like them evening out from last year, like overcorrecting a little bit because I think they lost more games than they should have last year. They were in. It was a similar thing where they were in every game last year, but they just kind of like found ways to lose all of them. This year, it's just like the reverse, but they haven't played anyone, and they lost to Snoop and the boys. Like,
I picked that one too. I've picked against them like every week since that too.
yeah, I think we both
Uh,
picked against them in the Bengals game too.
yeah, I picked against them in the Giants game. Had the Giants should have won that. I mean, Giants are up 20-10 in the fourth in that.
Yeah. Well, that was the is that the game Dart went out? The Giants Bears?
Yeah, but
Yeah, for the
still.
first time. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so that wasn't even on the list, but Beck's got the Bears at a 7 on the panic meter. At 7-3 leading the NFC North. I mean, I I do think there's something to them winning close games even against bad teams. Just for not for this season particularly, but just like what that means for like Ben Johnson versus Eberflus. Like he is just so much more, I think, of like a stable coach for them. They probably made the right hire. But yeah, man, I don't see that being sustainable. Like even the Raiders game, man. Fucking hell. You remember
I
that?
know. Yes. The Commanders threw that game away against them too with the fumbles.
Yeah.
There's countless games, man.
Yeah. But I mean, I have to eat crow right now. I mean, they're ahead of us in the
Yeah,
standings. I can't say shit.
yeah, I mean the Packers just don't look good though. It's not a
Yeah.
Bears looking good thing.
Should we rip that? Should we rip
Sure.
Green Bay on
Yeah,
the panic
give
meter?
me yeah.
I do have a subtle take on this though. I I I'm not as worried about this team as I was like a few weeks. Like I'm about the same worried as I was.
Based on what?
No. I'm not saying I feel better. I'm saying I don't feel any worse about this team after this game. Like this is just like dude, we lost to the fucking Browns. Like I don't feel any worse. Like another instance of just like listening to pods this week and hearing people being like, "Oh my God, like this is a fucking terrible win for the Packers." Like I feel ter like they won a game at least. Like I feel
Wow, that's where we're at. Okay. I like it.
I no, honestly, dude, like they lost to the Browns and the Panthers at home.
Uh,
Like like
yeah,
yeah. I mean, also the one thing I will say is the biggest concern people seem to be having is with Jordan Love, which is just not the issue with this football team.
yeah, it's the weapons. I mean, the weapons just they're not
Yeah, well,
they're
also,
hurt. And do you think Jaden Breed being back in the equation solves anything or
I mean, it won't hurt like to have. I mean, he also had some. I don't know if people remember, he was having some really bad drop issues before he got hurt, and like last year he had drop issues. Like he's not gonna help that case, but he will be, another talented receiver to just have out there, which is like, I mean, with Dobbs going in and out of the lineup every week, it's literally just been Watson and like Wicks and the boys.
Watson had some nice grabs this week
Yeah,
though.
he
He
did.
finally asserted himself.
Yeah, I love. Hey, special. He's special. No.
Yeah, that was special.
My thing is this. I know they looked bad this week. Like I still think I just never thought we were more than like a wild card team. I never saw after that first 3 weeks where we were like world beaters. It was the Lions game, the Commanders game,
And then the Browns game.
and the well,
Yeah.
that was week 4. Yeah, but
No,
after
that was week 3, was it not?
oh no, it
Because
wasn't
then
the
you play
Ravens.
Cowboys week 4.
Oh yeah, and we tied. Yeah, that was a shocker. But I just after they came back down to earth, I haven't seen the contention and it never got back to me. Like I feel like somewhere along the line people started believing again that this team was a contender and I didn't understand it. Like there was no evidence that that had become the case again. Like the offense was still not looking great. Like after that stretch, it was yeah, so yeah, you're right actually. It was Lions, Commanders, they lose to the Browns, tie the Cowboys, and then after they beat the Bengals with Flacco, Cardinals with Brissett, and the Steelers game. That was really the one that people were like, okay, they're back
Yeah.
because they played well and a half. But yeah, to me it's just this is kind of who I thought they were. Like they're gonna struggle to beat teams that are worse than them. And especially with Kraft, like Kraft, we've talked about it too much now, but that's just a massive loss. Like
Did Matt LaFleur lose the locker room?
yeah, I don't think he lost the locker room. I think he lost the fan base. He's just so conservative, so consistently. Like he plays such a lame ass game script where it's 2 runs and then a third and long fucking heave, dude. Like it's a tough. I'm sure as an Eagles fan, you're used to similar things with Patullo right now, but like the offensive game script is just bad, and that's like what LaFleur's
Yeah.
that's like his calling card. So if the offense isn't looking as good, that's on him because he has no input on the defense. That's all Halfley. So
Yeah.
I
Been
mean, yeah,
talking to some fellow cheeseheads. They've been saying they want Robert Saleh as the next head coach. Fuck, dude.
yeah, what was he was like our special advisor last year. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Salah's not a bad like example of like the kind of coach LaFleur has been this year. It's like a very conservative, like yes man kind of coach. That's who he's been this year. And then honestly, it's like to a lesser extent, that's kind of who he's been throughout his tenure.
Oh my God, speak on it.
I mean, it's not insane to say that like the seat's not it's not hot. It's just like you can start to feel it get a little warm on his butt. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, pause.
Yeah, but, no, fuck full speed ahead. Uh, so let's change it entirely. What's your panic meter on LaFleur? Not the Packers, LaFleur.
I'm not panicked about him. I'm weirded out about him. So he's a 9 on my weirded out scale. He's like a 5 on my panic meter.
Okay, 9 on the weirded out scale.
I hope that makes sense to the fans. He's just a weirdo. Straight up weirdo.
Our fans are special talents.
Yeah,
They'll
and a scandal will come out on him in 5 to 10 years. Fuck, dude.
just saying something crazy on his name.
Nah,
Epstein,
I mean, like,
Epstein files allegations.
in all seriousness, he won't get fired. I feel like the Packers are kind of like the Steelers in the way that they're conservative with their head coaches. Then it'd have to take something crazy for him to get canned. So,
Yeah, and
not
and
concerned.
no, yeah, I do think I would say my concern level with him stems more from I just want to see him be more aggressive. Like I think there's a happy medium between what Dan Campbell's doing right now with the Lions, which is just like reckless abandon, and what LaFleur's doing. And I think if he could just be somewhere in the middle of there, like just take a few more risks every game, just open up the playbook a little more with Jordan Love, like let him let it loose because we've seen in the second halves of these games where we have to score points, like we were down in this game late against fucking Jameis Winston and the boys. And
He played a great game up until that last throw.
yeah, he did. Well, I mean, Jameis should have thrown 4 picks. Like, let's be
Played a
serious.
great game up until fuck it.
He was, I will say, he like played with, for him, he played within himself. Like, even though he should have thrown 4 picks, most of the time he was taking what the defense gave him, and he even used his legs a little bit. Like he was fine. Um, it's just yeah, you can't find yourself down to that Giants team in the fourth quarter. And like if Savion Williams doesn't bring in that third down heave, like 35 yards down the field, we could very well lose that game
Power rank your wide receiver core right now.
if they're fully healthy.
Yeah.
I still think it's so tough because I love Reed, but he is just so banged up. So is Watson. I still think Watson's the one who opens everything up for us. I think he's the most important receiver on the team. I think Reed's the best. I think Watson's the most important because the way that he makes defenses,
And Wicks is the most talented.
I don't hate I don't hate that at all. I think Brooks is special. I'm on record saying that. If he could just catch a fucking ball, which he has been doing better. Yeah, I mean, he had that terrible drop against the Birds, though. That was really brutal in the second half of that Eagles game. But yeah, I would go,
Everything about that game was brutal. I'm glad
yeah,
we don't have to recap that.
I'd go, and then you have Dobbs too. I'd go Watson, Reed,
What about
Dobbs,
Savion?
Dobbs,
What
Wicks,
about Bo?
Golden too.
Seriously.
I mean, I don't know, dude. It's impossible. Golden and Dobbs are probably tied. I don't know.
I-
Malik Heath, ew. Let's go to another NFC North team who we have a bit of concern about. What's your scale for Jared Goff
I
right
mean,
now?
it was a shit game, but I'm not more concerned about him. I mean, this is kind of the expectation right now, so it's not like concern. It's just, facing the fact that he's outside in the winter. He's not a great quarterback, but I still think he can get it done more times than like other quarterbacks who have that label of not being able to win in the cold outside would be able to. Because the Lions is their identity as a football team is kind of built for those kind of games. So he just has to not shit the bed completely. Like I don't think last year he shit the bed completely. I thought their defense just got completely torched and
Yeah, yeah.
Goff, had a couple mistakes, but I'm holding out hope on this Lions team, but I'll go like a 5.5 on this six. Like, let's go six, just where I was with the Chiefs.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not I know that this game was really bad. I'm starting to I used to think that the NFC was filled with juggernauts, and I'm starting to see the list of teams that I like really truly believe in dwindle like every week. So, I mean, if that continues to be the case, yeah, my concern levels aren't any higher than they were. Like we knew Jared Goff was Jared Goff. Like it's kind of like
Yeah.
it's like it's probably to a little bit of a lesser extent of like the Darnold thing. It's like you just know that like at some point he's not going to be the best quarterback on the field. But yeah, I mean, you think about the year they went to the NFC Championship game, that 49ers game. It wasn't his fault they lost that game. And then the last year, yeah, they just get fucking boat raced by Washington. Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't come away that much more concerned with the Lions. I do just think that when we look at the NFC right now, um, obviously the Birds and the Rams are the two at the top, and I think you could have the Seahawks sort of like just like a tier below it kind of I would say like on a tier in that second tier by themselves. And then dude, like I don't even know who you have next. Like it might still be the Lions. It's like them and the Bucks
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
next
for,
tier.
for sure. I would take the Lions over the Bucks, I think.
Yeah, I just think defense wise, like I don't trust that Bucks defense to stop anyone. But like, yeah, I don't know. It just in both conferences, I think over the last couple weeks, especially, we've seen a few teams sort of rise to the top. In the AFC, not the teams we expected. And the NFC, it's the teams we expected, and everyone else has just fallen off a cliff. So, I mean, the Bears are the 3 seed in the NFC right now, dude.
Yeah, I feel like the teams at the top haven't separated themselves either. So, no, I mean, this is a moving,
Yeah, I mean, you're
object right now.
I know you're more keyed in on the Birds than I am, but like I feel like I'm way more confident in the Birds than you are. Like I just
They're built for this kind of football.
yeah. Like I just
But their offense plays like they're afraid to put, actual, the plays that they want to run when it counts on tape. That's
yeah.
just kind of what it feels like.
Do you think that the Birds would benefit from a I know the Dan Campbell thing was a shit show this week on the play calling side, but do you think that they would benefit from Sirianni just taking over the play calling?
It couldn't hurt. But, I mean, the last time he's done that, it's like 4 years ago. And it's like you're just playing into the factor that Hurts as another, new play caller. It's his 20th new play caller in 6 years.
Yeah.
You're playing into those storylines, but I say you let the offense figure this shit out. I think again, it feels like they're afraid to put shit on tape. As stupid as that fucking sounds, I promise you, I feel like it has some merit to it.
So you think in the playoffs they would open up the playbook a little more?
Yeah, kind of like I mean, it's not
Like how they
like
did
Kellen
last year?
Moore's offense
Yeah.
was lighting the world on fire until the end of the year last year. It's
Yeah.
just these are things to put into the back of your mind and note them. That's what I do, and I'll speak on it. Fucked it.
That's what I do. Well, I think that's my biggest thing with the Birds is like we haven't seen anywhere near on the defensive side. I think we've seen how good they can be, and they were
Yeah,
special this week. But on the offensive side, we haven't seen anything close to their best, and they're still 8-2, like sitting
yeah.
atop the NFC. Like I just all the concerns that I've sort of heard throughout the week. I do think they're valid offensively, but I don't see some of the doom and gloom that I think a lot of people are sort of showing this week. I do think, and I was talking about this with Broad earlier, like I do think that after the Super Bowls, people's standards are just so much higher, and they know what a Super Bowl team looks like, and they know that this right now isn't the best that this team can be. So I think that's what's pissing people off, which is completely valid. But yeah, for me as a neutral, this is the best team in the NFL to me, and it has been for weeks now, and they aren't even close to how good they can be.
Agreed.
Yeah, like I don't know, but yeah. So let's move to another clunker we saw this week though. Sam Darnold, man, fucking hell, dude. We we kind of we were. I can't lie. I knew he was capable of this level of stinker. I just thought it would be towards the end of the season or in the playoffs when it came out the same way it did last year. And I also thought that maybe that this Seattle infrastructure was good enough that you wouldn't see quite this level of clunker come out. But what did this performance sort of how much did this scare you about Seattle's outlook? Because we were talking about them as a contender as well last week.
Doesn't scare me about their outlook. I feel like the Rams just own Darnold. That's my thing. I don't
Yeah.
think it's a Darnold like sucks against good team thing. I don't think it scares me about Seattle's infrastructure, but I mean the Rams are 3-0 against this guy in the last 2 years though. And every game they played him, he's looked like a shell of himself,
Yeah.
especially the last two. And you're gonna have to play them again, and that's probably gonna decide this division. So, I mean, they could be a wild card team very well if that's how this is gonna play out. I just think McVay has something on him, and they got the Rams defense has a good feel for him. Seattle has a lot of trust in him. Like the players have come out and spoken about how confident they still are in him.
Yeah.
I think he's capable of winning you a playoff game still. I just think
A
if
playoff game, yeah.
yeah, I think if it comes down, maybe even two. Like I still think this defense is good, and I trust
Yeah.
McDonald.
I mean, they almost
Maybe
won this game still
yeah.
with him playing that poorly.
So maybe it's a little bit of blind faith, but I would be scared if it comes down to Seattle versus the Rams. I trust them against
The
most of
Bucks.
the rest of the NFC.
Yeah.
Still, the Eagles I think would give them a good problem too. But like any other team, I feel confident against or with Seattle and Darnold.
What if it was the Niners?
Yeah, I feel confident in Darnold. I think Darnold's tearing that defense up right now. I don't think that San
Yeah.
Fran defense is any good.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I do think if it was Seattle, even Seattle Green Bay in the opening round, as a Packers fan, I'd be pretty pretty terrified.
Yeah, I feel much better about Seattle.
Like I also
Still,
just know that JSN would completely obliterate our secondary. Like that wouldn't even be a question. So yeah, I'd still put them. I think right at that 5 spot where they are right now is probably where they'll end up. And if they get the worst division winner, yeah, I could definitely see them win the first round. I do. I think they could get to the NFC chip if the sort of the matchups broke in a way that's favorable. But I am a little bit just seeing that performance and seeing it sort of confirmed again that just like that quarterback is there. Same way we talked about the Daniel Jones Steelers game. Like just seeing it again is just like brings back all those feelings. It just makes you feel stupid for like
yeah.
believing in them to begin with.
Darnold versus Ben Johnson's Bears in Chicago. How do you feel about that game?
No, they would obliterate the Bears.
That so they want to get it in
The
sense.
the Bears, if the Bears are hosting a playoff game, then I won't be alive though. So
So, how about Jared Goff versus Ben Johnson's Bears in Chicago?
that would be fun as hell. That would be such a fun first round matchup, and I really hope that happens. I would feel against that Bears defense, dude. That Bears
Yeah,
defense is terrible. Even though JJ McCarthy played like a high school quarterback, they almost lost that game. Probably should have lost that
it's just the cold air, though. The outside. I'm just saying, like
game. Yeah.
that.
No, that is
I was
true.
trying to get a sense if you feel that way about Darnold, just in outside and cold playoff games. Or
No,
you,
it's not temperature. I think it's the
yeah,
defense. I think it's
got it.
the
Okay,
Rams defense.
so it's a little bit different than golf.
Yeah, I think it's more matchup based. The golf is literally just like he wears double gloves and like looks like it hurts his arm to throw more than 5 yards. Like
Yeah,
that's like a whole different thing, dude.
yeah,
And even like when we talked about his success in the playoffs previously, he that Niners game in the NFC Championship game, was it 2 years ago?
Yeah, I thought he played good in that game. I'm not
That
gonna
was
lie
in
to you.
Santa Clara though.
Yeah,
That wasn't like frigid conditions. And then last year, even the Commanders game they got spanked in where he was fine, that was in a dome. So like I don't think like even when they've played well, I know on the way there they've played some cold weather games, but like I don't know, man. That's a whole different concern. That's just such a throwaway. It's like
yeah. I mean, his
not
best
being
playoff
able to
wins in
play.
Seattle in the cold. That's his.
Yeah, right. But I saw a stat that his completion percentage in cold weather games, not even cold weather, it's like under 50 degrees, goes
It's
down
cold.
like 16. Yeah, to
Cold to the average American.
you're the Cali kid.
Yeah, it's
Goes
cold
down
to
like,
you too. I bet. Yeah. Are you wearing sleeves when it's under 50?
oh,
Holy shit.
yeah, but it goes down like 16, 17%. So, I mean, it's definitely
Oh
like a
wow,
factor.
it's that fucking big. Jesus
Yeah, it's
Christ.
like drastic. So,
Pause.
I mean, pause. So, yeah, I mean, I would say I'm more concerned about that's so crazy to say, though. I don't think I am. Who would you be more concerned about if he was your quarterback in the playoffs? Goff or Darnold? In their current system.
No,
Not just like
I'm just gonna give it to Darnold because I've seen golf make a Super Bowl with infrastructure. Like
that's fair.
Darnold's
Yeah.
yet to do that with infrastructure. So
Yeah. I think I'd agree. But the fact that it's like we're like questioning it is probably not a great
Mhm.
time for the Lions. Let's go to one last NFL story before we make our picks. Jamar Chase, man, what the fuck was he doing, dude?
Kind of love it.
Spitting on Jalen Ramsey, and then the post game presser being like, "Nah, dude, I didn't do it. What are you talking about?"
It's two divas going at it. Good
Yeah, it
shit there.
really is. Two all time divas.
Yeah, it's over for the Bengals officially. Like, think Burrow
Yeah.
even comes back now? Like, what's the point?
I think he does just because this division is, I mean, especially if Rudolph plays in Chicago this weekend for Pittsburgh. Like, I don't think Rodgers is locked into starting this weekend.
So you don't think this? I mean, I think they're out of it still.
I think the Ravens are going to run away with this, but the fact that it's even like a discussion still means that I think because they'll convince themselves that they're in it
I
until
mean,
they're
how
not.
many weeks until he's like scheduled to come back though? I think they'll be out of it by
I
that
think
point.
I think Thanksgiving was like the earliest. That'd be 2 weeks.
And who do they have on the docket this week?
That's E.
Yeah, I mean, you're 3-8 after that point. Are we really speaking of you as a playoff team at that point?
Well, here's the other thing. Zach Taylor's like might be coaching for his job. So
Yeah, it should be.
but that's what I'm saying. He's going to be clamoring for Burrow to come back. Like even if it's like their backs are
Yeah, but
down.
I mean, the front office probably already made their decision at that point. I feel like they have more control over that than he does.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Burrow's going to play. I think he's going to. I don't know if it'll be on Thanksgiving. That's the thing though. If it's not, then what the hell are we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they might need this win over the Pats, or they might just shut them down. Especially if the Ravens win
Yeah, should
and
it be the
Steelers
Jets
win.
and the Bears, man?
Yeah, fuck, dude. I mean, if that's what we were talking about when we were watching that Bengals Steelers game is like if they win this game, like this division is it's a three horse race. And now it's just it really does feel so inevitable that the Ravens just run away with this.
Yeah, not if Shadar has something to say about it. Fucked it.
There, that was a crazy performance by
Yeah, it was a crazy performance by Josina Anderson on Twitter.
what'd she say? Was she
Uh, she said against all odds, completion for Shadar Sanders, the Jerry Judy on 3rd and 10, the 4-yard throw. That's
let's go
serious.
against all odds? Yeah,
Verbatim. They're like, oh,
yeah,
unbelievable tweet. You can't be
yeah.
serious.
Joe Cena, special talent. Yeah, Shadur, that was tough. I will say, like, the offensive line's horrible, but yeah, man. I mean, you can't really play any worse than
I
he
thought he
did.
threw a dime to the end zone on the 3rd down.
Yeah, the one in the back
Yeah,
left corner.
yeah, thought it was a
Yeah,
special throw. But he
he
holds the
did.
ball too long for like NFL
Yeah,
standards.
it's great.
It's
I mean, that was the thing in Colorado too.
yeah,
He just he took like 90 something sacks in college.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but the reason I wanted to bring that up is I have in my other fantasy league, I have Jamar Chase. I'm in a playoff implicated game this week, I have Jamar Chase, and he's going to have to fucking miss out because he spat on Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, that's special. Dude,
Yeah.
my redraft fantasy team's so good, man. Just so good.
What do we got?
We're 7-4 here. We're the number 1 seed at 7-4, though. That just shows you
Wow.
how close
I
this league is.
was going to say, it's bunched up.
But I mean, we're talking about Dak Prescott at quarterback. We got who's on bye this week that A-Chain's on bye this week, but he's my RB1. Got ETN, got Vidal, Tony Pollard, Travion Henderson. That's my running back corpse right there. Got CD, got Jackson Smith and Jigba, got Romo Dunze, got Zay Flowers, got Trey McBride. I mean, this team's fucking special. You go down the line. I still have Bam Knight on the bench, Bo Nix, Parker Washington, like special team.
Parker, you took the juice.
Yeah, I dropped Christian Watson for him actually. So
how dare you?
Yeah, seriously, kind of a dumbass move there. But
I like Parker.
Yeah.
Speak on it.
2 light skins. We'll probably pick up Michael Wilson this week.
Just light skin brigade. Fucking
yeah.
Michael Wilson might be special in these next few weeks with Marv out with appendicitis.
Yep.
That was crazy, dude. I was just reading through like the sleeper notifications for my team, and it was just like Marv appendectomy. I was like, fuck.
Yep, makes sense.
Guess we're cooked.
Jacoby Brissett's not. He'll just go out and complete 47 passes.
Yeah, he might. I mean, he'll do it again.
He's special.
Let's look ahead to week 12. We got some fun games on this slate, but that is not the case on Thursday night. We have Bills at Texans. Davis Mills at the helm again. CJ Stroud will be out for the 3rd straight week with that concussion. Who do we have in this one? In Houston.
I think it's a close game. I think the Bills win, but I think it'll be closer than it needs to be. And if Davis Mills wins this game, he might stamp himself as QB1 here in Houston. Who knows?
Can you imagine? That Jack's comeback was special, I will say. Yeah, I mean, the one thing I will say is I did have to like think about this. The Bills have lost like the benefit of the doubt in these kinds of games after that Dolphins performance. I'm never just like blindly picking them again.
Yeah, and that Falcons loss looks worse and worse. That's the weeks go by.
Yeah, the Falcons are terrible, dude. And it's gonna be Kirk the rest of the way. Dude. Like they are atrocious.
Yeah, and like Drake London's probably gonna miss the rest of the year. His mystery injury.
Did the Falcons have their 2026 pick?
No, they traded it for James Pierce, which is like not a terrible trade, but yeah, the Rams have it. So congrats to the Rams.
Rams might have like a top 5.
I mean, Raheem Morris is just one of the worst coaches ever, man.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go Bills. I just don't. Davis Mills isn't doing it again, man.
Did you know Raheem Morris used to be the interim coach for the Bucks back in 2009?
Shit. This is gonna be the new running bit. Let's go. Raheem Morris head coaching tree. Colts at Chiefs. This is massive. I can't wait to watch this. Who do you got?
Yeah, I think Chiefs.
Chiefs. Yeah. They just need it. Like I think the desperation is just gonna be like at an all-time high here. And I do think the Colts are starting to show signs that they have cracks. So yeah, I'm gonna go Chiefs too, but like I don't know. I think the Colts are probably the better team right now. Like it's just at Arrowhead.
No.
Right now, you don't think the Colts are? No. Maybe after that Steelers loss, but the body of work they have this year is much better than the Chiefs.
No, I'm not quite moved right now.
Yeah. We'll check back in if they win. But I'm gonna go Chiefs too. I just think at Arrowhead with all that desperation, I'd be shocked if they lost that game. Seahawks at Titans should be quick.
Give me Tennessee. Fuck dude. Yeah, give me the Seahawks.
Holy fuck, Cam Ward special. Although I had the Texans in my survivor pool this week, and Cam Ward gave me a run for my fucking money. I thought I was out.
Yeah.
After he had that late touchdown.
Davis came through with the vibes, though.
Let's go. Vikings at Lambeau to play the Packers. JJ and the boys. Could we see Max Brosmer in this one?
I hope so. That'd be good stuff. Give me the yeah, seriously. Give me the Pack, but it will be uninspiring probably.
Yeah, it'll be close. It'll be low scoring and close. I'm gonna go Packers too, though. Jets at Ravens. Ravens trying to jump the Steelers this week. Top the AFC North.
Lamar's gonna have to show me something. Been unimpressed by him all year. But give me the Ravens. But
Yeah,
it's
we
time,
need to.
Lamar.
This is pretty chalky so far. I'm gonna go Ravens too, but we need to start making different picks here. Giants at Lions, Lions at home. It's Jameis and the boys. Actually, no, it probably might be Dart again, right? Coming back off the concussion.
We'll see. We'll see.
I think,
There's a possibility it could be Jameis still. Give me Lions though.
yeah,
Sorry,
Dart
I mean
would
this
at
is
least.
chalk. This is a chalky board.
I was gonna say this is a really chalky week, but I'm gonna go Lions too. At home, I just don't think they lose two in a row again. Let's go Steelers at
Yeah,
Bears.
I'll
This one,
continue to pick against the fucking Bears. So give me the Steelers.
you got Steelers in
Yeah,
Chicago.
yeah.
I'm
I'm forcing your hand to take the Bears again.
Yeah, I have to because this is one of the only 50-50s on the slate. And if it's Mason Rudolph, like I genuinely think the Bears are going to beat them if it's him. But
I don't. I think Mason Rudolph is you know, he's not a bad quarterback, and he's shown that in his time with Pittsburgh.
yeah, he is solid. Also, Kenny
Yeah.
G is special right now. Kenny G
Kenny,
is cooking. Kenny
yeah,
Gainwell.
nah, I think he has his one game every 5 games. Caleb Johnson had a special run, got called
Yeah,
back.
I
Uh,
hope they start using him more, dude. I really like him.
yeah, the Bears aren't winning. I'm putting my pinky on it. All right.
You got Steelers. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
so pissed you took that. All right, let's go Pats at Bengals. Maybe Flacco's last game at the home.
Yeah, give me the Bengals. Fuck it.
At home.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of
does
just.
Flacco
I feel like the Pats
keep
are
their
due, man.
season alive?
I feel like the Pats are due for a loss.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah, that's great. I don't. Ew.
Let's go get loud.
No, I'm gonna go Pats. I the Pats are another team similar to the Broncos where I've just been waiting and waiting for the wheels to come off. Or not even. I just thought like once the schedule had at least a semi-difficult game they'd lose. But after they won that Bucks game, I'm definitely much more of a believer. And I do think this will be a tough game for them, though. This will be in a cold Cincinnati, uh, and they'll be playing to keep their season alive. No Chase, though. Could be a Higgins special, though. He kind of cooks when Chase doesn't play.
Yeah, it could be a Tinsley special.
Holy Yoshivas?
No, not a good
No,
player. Not a good player. Sorry.
not a good player. You don't like the Princeton product.
Not quite.
Not quite at all. Browns at Raiders. Who the fuck cares?
I think Max Crosby might get busy in this game, though.
Yeah, he will, dude. Should we go? Should we go over 6 sacks just for him alone?
Miles Garrett will probably get 5 of his own, dude. He just gets that every fucking week. He's one of the best players of all time, man. It's
Yeah,
time
he's.
to,
I wish.
stands.
I wish he played for a real team, dude. Who do we got here?
Raiders, just
Yeah.
because I mean,
I
it's
mean,
hard.
yeah. Like Shadur's.
Yeah, I'm just saying Max Crosby getting 3 sacks. It's like very,
Yeah. Yeah,
it's very possible.
I'm just seeing a lot of turnovers too. Yeah, I'm gonna go Raiders. Can they score any points though? Like even if they get like 3 turnovers.
Yeah, I know.
Like they literally can't score.
Garrett's probably gonna get 4 sacks too. This is gonna be a fucking shitter, man.
Oh, it's gonna be disgusting. This
Yeah,
might be the worst game of the season.
And their offensive play calling is so absurdly
Should I
weird.
go Browns just to be opposed? Yeah. I'm gonna
Go with who you think's gonna win, big bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Browns, dude.
Well, I'm going
All right.
Cardinals here against the Jags. I'll tell you that right now.
Are you actually?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean this would be a very Jags like after they have a performance where like, oh wait, is this the team we thought they were?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, they're the weirdos. Yeah, give me the cards.
In Arizona too.
Yeah.
You're forcing my hand here. I'm gonna go Jags. I want to believe that they're at least like solid. I want to believe that they're a wild card team.
Yeah, you're a big Liam Cohen guy. That's why.
I am a big Liam Cohen guy. And then the bell of the ball. Honestly, dude, this game is gonna be so fun. Eagles at Cowboys. I think there's gonna be a lot of juice here.
I think Cowboys play them close, but I'm going Birds.
I do too. Yeah, the Cowboys. I know they had like a inspiring win over the Raiders, but yeah, man, they do not have anywhere near enough, especially the way this Eagles defense is playing right now. I will say the Cowboys with Pickens and CD both healthy are special offensively, but yeah, they don't have enough. I don't think so. I'm gonna go Birds too.
Yeah, what was the deal with them benching both of them for the first drive?
Yeah, it was like some team violation. I don't know. Who the fuck knows, dude? Schottenheimer
culture.
getting so loud for no reason. Yeah, trying
Very
to build
weird.
some culture. I mean, fair enough, I guess. Trying to shift something. Falcons at Saints.
I don't
Your
think I could pick the
boys.
Falcons ever, dude.
Yeah, I
Give me a
mean,
sense.
especially against your boys, dude.
They're
Um,
not my boys with Shook. They just aren't. And
yeah.
Kendrick Miller's hurt. They're just not. And Devon Bailey's not getting his love. But the Falcons are my anti boys.
Dude, how much you love Devon Bailey is so fucked up.
Yeah, he's a great product.
Let me is the Saints defense not horrible? I kind of think it's been better. I know the Rams game they were bad, but the last like 4 weeks, the Saints defense has been like fine. Especially the Panthers game. They were good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I might just like it's literally just like can Bijan beat them by himself?
No Drake London either for this game. I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna go Saints
who's
in New
catching
Orleans.
passes?
Yeah, I don't know who's throwing him. Kirk Cousins, dog.
He's gonna be bad.
He's gonna be
Stick
so
figure.
bad. No, it's gonna be 50 Bijan carries. Bucks at Rams Sunday Night
Tyler
Football.
Algier, the most underrated superstar.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I think the Bucks lose again, bro.
Yeah, I do too. In LA Sunday
Yeah,
Night Football.
sad to say.
Yeah, I'm.
They've just been a historically
We
streaky
sh
team with
we
Baker
should have
as quarterback here too. Like they
we
go
should
on
have
losing
had
streaks.
them. We should have had them on the panic meter a little bit, like on the
Yeah,
low
yeah,
key, lowest of keys.
we can do it next week because they're gonna be losing this game.
When they're 6-5, yeah,
Yep.
I'm in. I'm in. Yeah, I'm on the Rams. Panthers at Niners Monday Night Football. Close it out. Who you got?
49ers. But I really wish the Panthers win this game because then we can, heighten the panic meter because the Panthers will be leading this division.
Yeah, that's actually insane, dude. They might. I mean, so if the Bucks lose, they're 6-5. Panthers they would be 6-6 if they lost. So yeah, I mean, they're still in it, dude. It's fucking nuts.
Completely still in it.
And the
Bryce
Falcons are
Young owns
completely
the
out.
Panthers. All right, Bryce Young owns
I was gonna say I don't
the
know what that
Falcons.
means.
So, yeah. Excuse me. Sorry, viewers.
Let's fucking go. It's
Long
a
day.
late. I was gonna say it's 10:41.
Yeah.
And then last couple things. That's it for the week 12 picks. But I just want to wrap up. We owe the Houston Rockets an apology.
And I owe the fucking Pistons an apology. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took their under easily, and they're the best team in the East. They haven't lost a game since we did that video. That's like
Yeah,
3 weeks ago now.
They might be the 1 seed.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't know this guy Jenkins off the bench, this point guard. I didn't know he existed.
Dennis Jenkins, special.
Yeah, I guess
Dude,
he's special.
He cooked the Sixers, bro.
He's a very special player, and I'm sorry to the Pistons faithful.
Oh,
JD
yeah.
Bickerstaff, I'm sorry. Come home to Memphis, big bro. We
Honestly.
need a real leader.
I'm coming. You're out on the fin?
I'm out on Thomas Isola. The fuck is he doing?
Oh, dude. Did the Grizz win tonight?
No, they lost by 10. Like normal. Oh, they're winning in the third quarter? Yeah. Then check back later. They'll lose by 10. No worries.
They'll lose by double digits. Let's go.
Terrible
Hey, they'll be in the
basketball team.
lottery. It's fine.
Yeah, but guess what? The Suns are too good to get their lottery pick. And the Magic have sort of figured things out. So, yeah, we lose.
Cedric Howard, Beanie Wells in a lotto pick. It's going to be a special team.
Beanie Wells?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to start calling him. Ex-Ohio State running back? Come on.
Yeah, one of my favorite players ever.
Let's go. And then last thing, your boy, Dillon Brooks. Just ISO a little bit. How special has he been for this?
I mean, a culture setter again. Back-to-back 30 bombs. This guy's an elite scorer from the mid-range. Tried to tell you. And he said it. Where did he get his confidence back? In FIBA, where the three-point line is a little bit in. Did we just forget that he dropped 39 on Team USA?
No, we did not.
Secure the bronze
He was
medal.
special.
It was one of the most special games I've ever seen. A special run from Dillon. Then he goes and sets that culture in Houston. Brings them to heights that, we didn't know were possible with that young team. Then he brings Jalen Green on his back to Phoenix. He joins Devin Booker. And they all talk about how much of a hardworking guy this is. And you can see it. He's bringing the culture to Phoenix. And this Phoenix team, they're going to be in that play-in. And they're going to be in the upper echelon of that play-in. I guarantee you, 7 to 8 seed. This is a good basketball team right here. They play with a lot of heart. I mean, are you seeing the hustle that we're getting from guys like Jonathan Goodwin or Jordan Goodwin, whatever his name is?
Yeah, Jordan Goodwin.
Paul Gillespie, Ryan Dunn. I mean, this is, not a very deep team, but now we're believing in Jordan Ott as a coach, and Dillon's the fucking he's the engine. He's gonna be this team's second leading scorer, and for good reason. I mean, he's a great basketball player in the mid range and the high post. I'm sorry to say, you guys can hate
Yeah,
it all you want. He's a good basketball player and a talented scorer now. I think it's fair to say.
yeah, they're like definitely the story of the season, right? Like feel good story, just like them being frisky.
Yep, and I love it, man. I mean, if this guy goes to another team in a couple of years and sets culture again, we're talking about he's going to the Hall of Fame for his culture setting.
Hall of Fame Culture Center, the Hall of Culture. Let's fucking go, Dillon Brooks. We
Thank
need
you.
it. We need a Dillon Brooks jersey on stream one of these days.
I'm buying one and I'm gonna hang it up in here. Yeah, we're actually gonna buy all of them.
Yeah, no, you have to buy. Yeah, you have to buy the Canada and the Suns one too.
Yeah, we're gonna build the rainbow in here.
Let's go. All right,
So sick.
folks. Thank you very much. We'll check back in after Week 12 games, and after some more NBA games.
Get ready for some more episodes, more daytime episodes, folks. Thank you.
Yeah, we got some daytime stuff coming.
We're
All right,
gonna, we're
folks.
gonna bring it back. TikTok live.
Let's go.